What's going on, everybody? You hear the music, you know what time it is. I am KOD X Factor, and I am back here in the studio, in the lounge, and this is The Jump Off. I am your host, KOD X Factor, and we are back. All the guests that appear on this show and future shows, as I say every single week, are part of the Game Night Lounge Media Network, and I want to thank you. A special thanks go out to the Game Night Lounge for giving us this platform and this avenue to do this show, as well as many other content that we tend to deliver. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Thank you, guys, for tuning in last week. For those of you that have, we are on all, man, my voice is starting to crack. There are many different avenues for you to pay attention, or not pay attention, but to listen to us, to join us in any of the conversations that we have. And I'm going to go over a couple of them, and I'm going to go over a couple of new avenues that we're going to be venturing down here in the future. So that's what this show is going to cover today. This show, because it's been kind of like a slower week in news, so not much has been going on in the news cycle as of in like the past 7 days or so. There's been a lot of new content coming out. I mean, as far as like new hands-on experiences. So a lot of people, I was not one of the ones that was fortunate enough to get early hands-on access to Red Dead Redemption 2. Had really wished I was, but I was unfortunately unable to. I've had some colleagues that have had hands-on with Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm not gonna like just go into what I've heard of it. Let's just say it's gonna be phenomenal. Can't wait to get my hands on it at the end of the month. And then there's new content or new stuff being shared and getting ready to come out about Fallout 76, which I cannot and will not comment on. I, again, was not one of the fortunate ones that got a chance to play or get hands-on with Fallout 76 as of right now. So I will in time for the beta. I will have early access with the beta and stuff like that. But there is actually earlier hands-on going on now as we speak for Fallout 76, and I was unfortunately unable to be there. But there is a lot of stuff coming out content-wise for a lot of games coming out. And like I said, we are now officially in the fall season. It's October. And as I said last week, I was so amped and so ready for October to begin. Why? Because there are things that we do in October on a yearly basis now. The newly annual horror Halloween Let's Play events are taking place now. If you go to our website, which is www.GameNightLounge.wordpress.com, or go to our YouTube channel, which is The Game Night Lounge, make sure you go to the YouTube channel, check it out. I want to say that and stress that heavy to everybody that's listening. Please go to our YouTube channel, which is The Game Night Lounge. Please make sure you comment on any of the videos that you like. Please like them if you like them, dislike them if you don't like them. And please make sure if you enjoy what you're seeing on that channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it, as that's one of the campaigns we're trying to amp up going into the winter months, because we're going to be so tied with content coming that it's going to be really, really hectic. So we're plugging in our website and our YouTube channels very, very heavily, especially on this show. So make sure you subscribe to those channels. Follow our RSS feed if you are following our podcast here. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. We try to deliver content every single week. And every week we have actually been successful in delivering content to you. So we've delivered content even when I was away on vacation in Florida for a whole week. I still was able to get stuff set up and get content delivered to you that week. Now, we were a little bit hampered because of the hurricane that came when we were on our way back, but all that stuff is kind of, it's starting to succeed back now. We're starting to get back to the norm, and there is a lot of content, a lot of games coming out that have been hitting our offices over the last couple months. I was surprised, like many of y'all, that we actually got a copy of FIFA 19. EA, again, thank you so much. You trust me every year with FIFA, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I've actually been doing FIFA reviews for EA. I was actually one of the review editors for GamingTruth.com. which you can still go to and look at some of our past content. A lot of our editors have moved on to other websites, other projects, other ventures that they're working on. And I was one of the review editors there, and I worked on many reviews for Bethesda, EA, Activision, and EA has entrusted me with a lot of their sports titles every year. So I did like their Maddens every year, their FIFAs, and they're still getting me in contact with FIFA. So I was very, very surprised when I saw FIFA there, and I went ahead and got a chance to play it. Leveled it out, got a review for it. So I actually got a pretty decent review out there, which is now live on our channel. To some may have been a little bit surprised by it that we actually had a review for FIFA, because we didn't really talk about it because we didn't know. And now that there's a review out there for it, there you go. We were actually able to kind of get a really, really good gameplays of it. Got some gameplay footage captured of it, and there you go. We got a pretty decent review for it. But we got a lot of reviews still left to come, a lot of content still left to come on top of our Halloween Let's Play series. Now, we are taking your votes. We're going to be actually this week, I want to say the middle of this week, make sure you pay attention, the middle towards the end of this week, we're going to be throwing up polls on our Twitter account. So make sure you go to our Twitter account. We are at Game Night Lounge. Make sure you go there. You follow us on Twitter. You can even follow me personally on Twitter at KODXFactor, because I'll be retweeting these polls also. We're going to be putting up polls for horror-based, Halloween-based games that you want to see streamed or Let's Play videos on to coincide with our Halloween Let's Play series. Now, we've already recorded one, and it's actually live on our channel right now to kick off October the 1st. Our first Halloween Let's Play series video, which was Dead by Daylight. We have gotten that on the channel. It is live now. You can go to our YouTube channel and check it out now. Now, I will let you know this. In last year, when we did our Let's Play series for our Halloween event, we would play a certain game and make, part 1, part 2, part 3 of certain games. We decided to switch it up a little bit different this year. We wanted to actually kind of have more games to choose from, more experiences to choose from, and not have them split up into like part 1s, part 2s, part 3s. So we're really, really doing, 1 to 2 games per week. We're going to stream them, and we're going to do some Let's Play videos of them. And then we're going to put it out there. Now, these streams and these Let's Play videos may be, our normal videos tend to be anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes at a time. That's how we normally do our Let's Play videos and our walkthroughs and stuff like that. But with these Halloween series, we're going to go into an hour, hour and a half, maybe even sometimes 2 hours for some of these game experiences, and that's how we're going to create these videos. Because we want them to be a little bit longer in length, because this is, we're not going to do a part 1, part 2, part 3 of these games. We're going to do one sit down with this game. We're going to do another sit down with this game, and then we're going to try to keep it moving, so that way we can try to get in as many horror-based games as we like. And we're going to be taking votes on our Twitter handles, on our Twitter polls, for games that you want to see played throughout the course of this month. Now, we've already got some games already lined up, and we're already preparing and scheduling playthroughs for. Dead by Daylight was one of the ones we wanted to kick off the event with. One, because it's still kind of fresh with all of us here. We'd like to play that game quite often. So it was actually still one of those games that's kind of fresh. It ties into our Halloween theme. And there was actually a new killer that was introduced to the game about a week and a half ago. So we thought it was just perfect. Let's start the event off with this. And then Sony hit us with the news that Friday the 13th was going to be free to PlayStation Plus members. I said, okay, perfect. This is going to be another game we can get into our Halloween lineup and actually have a pretty decent user base of people playing that we can play with and enjoy this with. So not only are all of us going to be able to have the game now, but we're going to actually have a new set of users playing the game that we can enjoy the experience with. So we're going to have Friday the 13th lined up for sure. I want to say there's a couple of VR games we have lined up as well. So we're going to be doing Rush of Blood again. We're going to do a couple of playthroughs of, not a couple of playthroughs, but one long playthrough of Rush of Blood Until Dawn. We're going to do a VR game called Paranormal Activity. I know we have that one lined up as well. I'm trying to think because I know there's a couple more coming on or coming along down the way. I know we got DayZ we're going to be doing as well. And I think there's another zombie survival game. I have to take a look and see. But we're going to be really kind of spacing these out and doing different kinds of horror games. And we want to know what you guys want to see. You know, a lot of the stuff that we have and we already have on schedule, but we want to know what else you want to see. What other games do you want to see be played? Is it something more retro, old school, modern, whatever the case may be? Let us know what it is so we can kind of plan for it and start working these things onto the schedule. So that's what we're doing in kind of like in the ways of our Halloween Let's Play videos. So I'm really kind of looking forward to it and moving forward with this and making something that's a little bit more annual. So I want to know your guys' input. So make sure you tag us in on Twitter. Let us know your thoughts. Make sure you vote. That's first and foremost, because your votes will count and will matter. So a lot of whatever's getting the most majority of the votes, we're going to take in and schedule. So that way we can at least get these things played and get what you guys want to see on there. So, and sometimes depending on the game, it may be just myself or maybe our team. So we may have like 3 or 4 other people playing the game as well, if it has those kind of components to it. So just make sure you keep that in mind too. So if there's a game that you want to see just me play, let me know. If there's a game you want to see me and a team play, let me know. So that way we can kind of get these things kind of spaced out in a decent fashion, I should say. So that's what we got going on pretty much for the month of October with our Halloween Let's Play videos. Like I said, there's a ton of games coming. We've got, this week is a really heavy week for us. I mean, I'm doing this show now. I've got 3 reviews I'm working on, 2 of which I am already completed. Just waiting to, one of them I'm waiting on the okay to get it published. The other one will be published within the next couple days. And one will probably end up getting published tonight. So they're going to be coming at you pretty quickly. So my weekend is going to be really packed just to deliver these contents to you. So like I said, 3 reviews, a bunch of Let's Play videos. We've got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Mega Man 11, and Super Mario Party. We also have a couple of other videos coming. We got Soul Calibur, the new one coming. We have an unboxing video for the collector's edition of that, as well as a review for it and some Let's Play videos of it. So we've got that coming your way. We've got Call of Duty Black Ops 4. We're going to be doing a lot of Blackout. So expect a lot of gameplay videos from that. Do some Let's Plays of those. We got a review coming for it. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. We have Starlink. I'm just kind of going down like the list here, like our schedule for the remainder of October. We have Starlink coming for the Nintendo Switch. We have Dark Souls Remastered coming for the Nintendo Switch. So we'll be doing those as well. I don't know if we're going to do a review for the Dark Souls Remastered for the Switch. We may. I'll talk to a few of us here and see what we think about doing a review for that game, whether it's going to be worthwhile, because I think we've already done that. And what's this called? Salt and Destruction, I think, was coming later this month as well. Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming this month, so we will have that for you as well. There's another Just Dance. We don't know if we're going to do much coverage for that. I don't think anybody wants to see us dance to that game anyhow, so we'll just have to kind of wait and see on that one. October. I don't see much else on the horizon for that. But that, again, that's a lot of coverage and a lot of content coming for a lot of these games. So we're going to be doing a lot of coverage for these, a lot of reviews coming your way this month. And that's something I kind of wanted to throw out there as well for all the listeners out there. Do you like the coverage that we are giving on our website and our channel? Would you like us to expand on that? Is there more that you want to see? Do you want to see more written stuff and not just so much videos all the time? Because I used to do a lot of writing for websites in the past, and I kind of went away from it because we're now like in this digital age, in this digital era where everything wants to be either audio or video based. So we really went video based, especially when it comes to like reviews and stuff like that. So I don't write a lot of reviews anymore. I write them, but then I do them in a video form, which you're seeing now with our under review series. Our unboxing videos tend to get our unboxing and review videos tend to get the most views amongst anything that we do. So is that something you kind of want us to just gear more towards and heavy on? Is review content and unboxing videos for stuff? Is that something you guys would much rather see from us as opposed to like Let's Play videos and stuff like that? Because I want to try to gear this around what you guys are looking for as far as content goes. Because I'm sure there's probably many different providers out there for Let's Play content and review content. So, but I mean, do you like the way we structure the reviews and our unboxing videos? Do you guys like those? Is that what you want to see more of? We can really structure these around how you want to see it done, and I have no problem with that. You know, I really want to gear this channel more towards what you guys want as far as us being content creators. Now, we work on this channel roughly, I work on this channel roughly about 20 some odd hours, maybe 15 to 20 hours on a given week. And that's with, doing these shows, that's editing videos, doing voiceover works for these videos, recording the videos themselves, and, and doing all that coverage and stuff like that. So I put a lot of that time. Plus, I have a 40-hour-a-week job as it is anyway. And so I'm spending roughly about 60 hours a week working, just whether at my normal day job or working on content for just the site and our YouTube channel. So I stay pretty busy, and I don't want my work to be going to areas that you guys just don't really care about. I'd rather have my work being dedicated more towards certain aspects of certain avenues of the industry that you would prefer coming from us. Now, that could be either in the way of podcasting, because I've been doing podcasting for years. I've been doing reviews for years. So you tell me what it is that you kind of want to see from a user-created content, and we can make things flushed out and work. So let us know what you think. I would greatly appreciate it, and I would love to kind of gravitate more towards that, and more into the gaming side of things. I just recently read a tweet from Phil Spencer. And in case you don't know, Phil Spencer is the head of Microsoft and Xbox Game Studios. He recently sent out a tweet that he played the full build for Crackdown 3. Now, for those of you that have been following Crackdown 3 like myself for many years, 2016 was the initial release, supposed to be the initial release for Crackdown 3. It got delayed. 2017 came, it got delayed again. 2018, which we are in now, was supposed to come out this fall, got delayed again till February of 2019. So this game has what we've seen development hell. Now, if you follow games like I have for many years, or if you worked in the industry, or whatever the case may be, you know, anytime there is a game that's getting ready to come out, or a game that actually finally does come out, and has changed development hands a numerous amount of times. Duke Nukem, Alien Colonial Marines. Now we're finding out with Crackdown, because Crackdown's changed hands like 2 or 3 times already. It never ends well. And that's my fear, because I want Crackdown 3 so bad. I've actually been waiting for Crackdown 3 for a number of years now, and I've become so frustrated with it that I'm like, I'm getting to the point where I don't care anymore. And February, which is when this game is slated to come out, is already going to be piled with games as it is anyhow, and other games that I look more forward to. I mean, I'm already going to be coming off the heels of Kingdom Hearts and Resident Evil 2 remake. You mean tell me you're going to try to follow up that? And then you've got games like Days Gone coming right after that. I mean, you've got a lot of other games coming within that time frame. January, February, and March are going to be ridiculous. I'm just letting you know that now. I mean, you got Anthem, Days Gone. I mean, you got stuff everywhere. And this is just a couple. You've got games coming out left and right for the consoles, and it's going to be an awesome spring. I'm looking forward to the spring. Almost more so than I'm looking forward to this fall. But aside from that, Crackdown 3 is kind of like in that realm now. It's like, do we care anymore? I mean, I want the game. Yes, I really, really want it. I look forward to every time I hear about it or I see it. I want it. But it's getting to that point now where it's become so frustrating. It's like I'm almost at the point where I don't care. And I want it so bad. I really, really do. I want it so bad. But this tweet that I read from Phil Spencer, which I'm getting back to, I know it took me a while to get there. He played a full build of the game, still said the game needs more work. But it's progressing well, and it's equaling up to the amount of fun that the game was intending to have since the very, very beginning. Which, okay, I'm happy with. I'm glad it's still got that fun factor to it. It makes you feel like a machine, da-da-da-da-da. But the key words to this is the game still needs more work. If this game is delayed again, I'm sorry, it's not going to sell. You're already in a position where I don't think the game's going to do that well anyway. Just putting that out there. I don't think the game, as much as I want it to, I do not think Crackdown 3 is going to do that well. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a blunder. It may actually end up being a pretty good game. It may be. It's not going to sell well. Just putting that out there right now. You can quote me on it right now. October the 2nd, 2018. It is not going to sell well, unfortunately. And I want the game to do well. I really, really do. Now, the Game Pass may save it. You might get a bunch more players playing the game that you would have than you wouldn't have had earlier, because it's going to be available day one for Game Pass subscribers, so you can play it there and not have to actually go out there and purchase the game. But sales-wise, this game is going to fall into, I think, the Sea of Thieves trap. Just putting that out there. And I wasn't the biggest fan of Sea of Thieves either. I didn't like it. I thought it was a big disappointment. I think Crackdown 3 I'm going to have fun with, but it's not going to be one of those games I'm going to stick around for the long haul. It's going to be kind of like one of those one-and-done type games. If you're a Game Pass subscriber, this is probably perfect. If you're one of those that's not a Game Pass subscriber and you get a lot of your copies or you buy a lot of your copies, this is probably one you're going to pass on. It's not going to sell well. And the fact that your boss, the Microsoft boss, is going to come out here and say that the game still needs more work. I mean, yeah, you have until February when this game comes out. I'm sure you'll be developing the game all the way up until January. But the clock is ticking. The clock has been ticking on this game for a long, long time. It's not something that's just recent. The clock has been ticking on Crackdown 3 for a hot minute. I mean, we're talking about a game that should have been out in 2016. Here we are, 2 years later. It's going to be 3 years by the time that game comes out that it finally hits the store shelves. Maybe. It has the potential right now, based off of what I've read, to get delayed again. And if they delay this game until like the summer or even fall of 2019, it's done. You might as well just put a nail in it. It's done. It's not happening. Or it may come out, but it's going to be like one of those Duke Nukem laugh out, like, oh, wow, this game finally decided to come out. Who the hell's going to play it now? It's going to be like that Duke Nukem Forever trap. Thank you, Gearbox. But that's what I took away from that tweet from Phil Spencer. Disappointment, honestly. I was like, we're still talking about Crackdown 3. It hasn't even launched yet, and you're still telling me it needs more work. And we've already given you almost 3 years of extra work time on this game to begin with. The game's done. Microsoft, if you're listening to me, forget it. You might as well just pass this game on. Just let it die. You know, resurrect this game in another 10 years or so and be like, you know what? We'll try this again in 10 years. Let this game die. We'll redevelop it with a completely new, with a newfound ambition for it, and we'll go from there. But right now, let it die. Quote me, let it die. But that's going to do it for me. I want to thank everybody for taking the time out to listen to this episode. It's a little bit shorter than the last couple episodes we did. But I want to thank you guys for listening, to hear what our plans are for October and the remainder of the year and what is going on with the channel and the website. Not like anything like different is happening, but the different avenues we're going to be looking at going with the channel here in the future. Wanting to get your guys' input and everything. Please make sure you follow us on our website. We are at www.GameNightLounge.wordpress.com. We are also on Twitter at Game Night Lounge, or you can follow me personally on Twitter. My handle is at KODXFactor. You can follow our podcast on iTunes, the iOS Store, Google Play, TuneIn, or Podbean. And I've heard there's a bunch of other different podcast websites that have us listed on there as well. So thank you to all those that I haven't just named out. We're also on Facebook, so you can go to our Facebook page. We are at the Game Night Lounge there as well, and go to our YouTube channel. Our channel is the Game Night Lounge. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So my name is KODX Factor. This is The Jump Off. All the guests that appear on this show and future shows are part of the Game Night Lounge Media Network. And until next week, everybody, game on.